What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Zamir from Access Tunes. In this video I'm gonna be comparing Studio One and Cubase, and we're gonna take a look at the feature which is very important for recording, and that is comping. Right, we're gonna take a look at how both of these DAWs handle comping. Both of these DAW works in a different way, but both works in an efficient way. All right, so let's dive in and learn more about these amazing DAWs. Let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna add a track now. Let me add a mono track. Yes. Okay, for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna rename this one. So let me go rename and double click. So this is a vocal track which I'm gonna record now. Okay, the first thing that you have to do, especially when you're recording a vocal, is to make sure that the input is set properly. Then that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna go and click on this monitor. I can see the signal coming right through it, which means the audio input is properly set. If you haven't set it properly, you can go to routing. You can click on this either left or right input from the audio interface. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the monitor right now. So once you have done that, you're gonna have to go to this mode here, and you're gonna make sure that you have selected keep history. I prefer to keep history so that when I record the vocals, all of the vocal tracks that I've recorded is available within this lane, right? If I have it select as cycle history and replace, when you record a vocal, you're gonna have the track in the history. However, when you go to the lane, it's gonna show that it's being replaced. Okay, let me just show you what I mean. I'm gonna record one vocal take right now. Check, check, check. I'm gonna record one more time. Check, 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 check. All right. So I'm gonna go to the lane right here. You can see that this one track that I recorded earlier is being replaced with this audio. However, since it's still within the cycle history, you can still get it back, right? By just dragging it. So some prefer to have it like this because then it's not going to be so cluttered around this area. If you choose the keep history, let me show you what happens. Check, 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 check. So you can see these lines in this audio track, which means that there's a couple of audio events right below this audio track. In order to see those audio events, you have to click on this lane, and now it's visible, right? So it depends on your preference. You can either choose keep history, or you can have the cycle history plus replace it. Okay, so I'm gonna go and keep history right now, and I'm gonna delete all of this and do a couple of more takes. So the first take goes like this. Subscribe to my channel. All right, let's do another one. Subscribe to my channel. Let's do another one. Subscribe to my channel. Right, so I got these awesome track recorded, and now you can see that all the audio tracks in these lanes, the color is the same as the main audio track. Okay, so now we are going to comp, and in order to comp, you have to go here and click on this button here, comp. This is a comp tool, or you can use the right click and then you can just move to the comp tool right there. Or you can assign a keyboard shortcut to this comp tool, and you can access it by using the keyboard shortcut. So I'm going to just use this comp tool right now. So let's say I am comping, and now if I want to listen to the audio that I've recorded, I can click on these audio events like so, and it's going to play the audio track. So let's hear the first one. Subscribe to my channel. Okay, and second one. Subscribe to my channel. Right, and the third one. Subscribe to my channel. Okay, so when I click on these events, it's gonna play this part of the audio. Okay, let me just align these guys properly. Right. Right, so I've aligned it properly. Now, if I want to hear just this part of the audio, I can go to comp tool, and then I can just highlight this part, and now it's going to highlight this area, and I'm going to hit play now. Subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's hear the channel from this one. Subscribe to my channel. Okay, if I want to hear this part, I can click on it. Subscribe to my channel. You can see that it's kind of overlapping here. So what I can do now, if I hover my mouse in between, I get this arrow which pointing both side, right and left. And I can click and just drag it like so. And now I can hear it. Subscribe to my channel. So that's how you comp in Cubase. I don't like to keep these audio events the same color. If you have ADHD brain like mine, it's going to be really confusing, especially when you have 10 or 15 lanes, right? So what I like to do is I like to color each of these audio events. So let me just undo all of this. There are a few ways that you can actually color them. You can go to this color option here. You can select like so, and then move here, and then you can color like that. So that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is by clicking on this color, and you can use the mouse wheel to go up and down like so, and then you can color them. Or there's another way that I like to use, which is faster than this, which I use a shortcut key for color tool, and that is Ctrl-Shift-X. So when I click on it, it automatically change to the color tool, which is this one. Now if I press Ctrl and click, it's going to give me this color palette. So now I can just click on this like so and color them faster. Okay, so now when I comp this vocal, I go like this or like this. If I turn on the snap, I can go like this or like this, just taking the breath from the second take. Now when I look at this, this is much fun to look at. And if I close this one, I know from which take that I got each of these takes. This is better for me compared to having the same color. Okay, let's say you're happy with this audio comp. Then what you can do is you can select all of these events, go to audio, go to advanced, and click on this delete overlaps. And now I have a clean audio like that. And then I can actually bounce if I want, right? So that's how you comp in Cubase. So now let's go and check out Studio One. I have fired up my Studio One right now. Let's add an audio track. Okay, once we add the audio track, the first thing you have to check is the mic 1 and mic 2 input, right? So make sure that the signal is coming through. So you're gonna have to arm the track, and you can see the monitor here, but I'm gonna disable the monitor because I already know that the audio is coming through. I don't want to have a double audio track right now. So I have disabled the monitor track. However, I know that the signal is coming through from this meter right here, okay, which is cool. So if you don't see this record panel, you can just come here, click on this cogwheel to turn it on. Now we have replace, take to layers, and you can have either one, take to layers or replace, right? Replace is the same as in Cubase, where when you record, it's going to replace the audio, and then take to layers is going to actually record a track, and it's going to put it in the layers, which is the best option in my opinion. Let me show you how replace mode works. Check. Okay, I have the first take now. I'm going to record again. Check. Okay, so now if you notice, this audio track has replaced the previous audio track, right? So let me undo this, and so there's no option for me to check both of these audio simultaneously, like a layers, right? Okay, so that is replace. Okay, I'm gonna deselect this and select take to layers. Now I'm gonna delete this one. Check. First take, second take, check. Okay, now you see there's two takes being created. Okay, so let me just zoom in a little bit. Okay, these audio layers, right, both of them is the same color as the main audio track. However, the audio event here automatically changed to a different color, which is a good thing for me because then I don't have to do it manually like how I do in Cubase, right? So, and the other fun part is right now when I use the comping in Studio One, I don't have to change to any of the comp tool. The moment I move my cursor, it's gonna give me the comp tool already directly, right? So that is really fun and quick. And the cool part is, let me just zoom in a little bit. You can see that it automatically creates the fade when I comp. So that's really cool. I really like that. So once I've done the comp in Studio One, I can just go ahead and minimize this one. If you remember in Cubase, when you close the lane, it's going to show you that there's some overlapping audio, right? But not in Studio One. So there's pros and cons for that. For instance, when you're editing songs, right, sometimes you may go and see a certain guitar track or vocal track and you see that there's an overlapping audio there. So it is useful visually to know whether a certain track has an overlapping audio in the track. But this is also a good way for someone like me who don't like to see any overlapping audio. The audio is still visible, however, it's not showing in the audio track. Showing the overlap thingy is a good thing. However, I prefer if Cubase have an option where we can turn that off temporarily, right? So because I also like it like this. So both works actually. So that's how you comp in Cubase and Studio One. Okay, both of this DAW have a really good comping feature. But like I said, Studio One always makes it easier and faster. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.